So just a quick 101 on the excavator with the breaker. Keys right here next to your hip. Throttle is right here. So idle, turn ignition on. And then dash here will show you fuel level and hours and whatnot. You gotta have this bar up on the left to start it and down to operate it. If you turn it off while you're operating it and you forget to pull the bar back up, it won't start. So just make sure you pull that bar up to start it. And then the only thing that'll work is the blade until the bar is down. So you can raise and lower the blade. I got it tied down right now so you can't really show it. But you pull back on this and it raises the blade. Push forward, lowers the blade. Anytime you're using the machine, breaker or bucket, you want to have the blade, a little bit of pressure on the ground. Keeps the machine a lot more secure and not as wobbly. So you put that guy down, and then all your controls, blades in front, and then this controls the left track, forward, backwards. This controls the right track, forward and backwards. If you turn the machine around and the blade's on the other side, then this will be swapped. So right now, pull back on the right stick, we'll lift the boom. Push forward and back on this, we'll move the stick. So let's see if I can get it out of there first. So to use the breaker, it's just this toggle here once everything's connected. But you never want to fire it when the bit is just hanging like that. You want to push down. If you watch, I don't know if you can see, but you see all that slack that went away. Now it's good to fire. So now you turn the toggle and it fires. But you just never want to fire it when it's open like that. It could shoot the pin out or break it or whatnot. So you turn to left and right, we'll scoop and unscoop. Forward and back does the boom. Forward and back does the stick with the left one. And then left and right does the whole machine. The foot pedal here, you gotta kick that up, and then that accesses the left and right to swivel just the boom itself if you need to get in like tight quarters or whatnot. And then always put this pedal back down so you don't accidentally hit it. Again, throttle. I want to say that's about it. So to change from the breaker to the bucket or vice versa, put this down. Just be very aware of where the hoses are at so you don't pinch them. And you want to set it down like so. Get out of the machine. And then you'll come to this safety pin, flip it up and twist it and pull. It's like a 90-degree turn, and then you pull it out. And now you can go back to this control up here. This quick coupler deal. You press the red button, it beeps and flashes, and then you turn this to the left to where it says dismount. And then you'll see that collapse over there, and then you can uncurl. Oops, you gotta put this back down so you can use it. And you'll uncurl, uncurl, and then you would curl back in on the pins right there. So I'm just gonna go show you. See. So you uncurl that from there and under there. And then it's just the opposite to reconnect it. For the hoses, so there's almost always some pressure in there. To relieve the pressure, you take this and you push it in like you're connecting it, even though it's already connected when the machine's off. You push the hose in and you'll feel it kind of relieve whatever pressure's in there. And then you can disconnect each hose. And they only go on one way. Just be very careful. It's easy to get these caught and break, just like every other attachment. So to reconnect, put the bar back down to operate, put it down. It's kind of hard with the camera. Put it down, you scoop it up, scoop it all the way until it lifts it. So once you lift it like that, you know you have it. Turn this guy to mount. And then you can kind of loosen it. Jiggle it around, make sure it's locked on. Now that it's nice and locked on, you can just press the red button, close that, and then go back to the machine. Physically check to see that this has opened up and clamped on, and if it has, take your pin. If you look through the holes, some of them aren't lined up. Not lined up. That one is lined up, so that's the one you're going to put it in. Doesn't matter which one, just whichever one it will go in. This is just a safety in case hydraulic pressure releases, it doesn't drop and fall. So that's a safety pin. Same deal for the bucket, it's just the 2 pins you grab onto. So I showed you pull back on this to do the boom. This one does the stick. If you're used to a different configuration, you can change the control pattern. You flip that guy up, move it over to standard rather than optional. And now it's swapped, where this one you pull back, does the boom, and this one does the stick. Control for the breaker is the same, control for the blade and everything else is the same, it just swaps those two. The more common one, what I'm used to, I'm gonna leave it on this one here. This is the one I first showed you. Does the boom, does the stick. Again, just call me if you got any questions. But I think that covers most of it. Thanks, bye.